With all the battles that I have backed up, I am seriously getting the strangest sense of deja vu when it comes to watching all of them. But I don't think I've uploaded this one, so I'm just gonna pretend to go with it. And by pretend, I mean I'm actually gonna go with it. Anyways, what's up? I have a, I guess I found one more tournament match, because this is one of the 2 UU tournament teams I had from Friday. And I think this was my first match trying this one out. This is against the dude that gave Shofu the donut. Video's probably just gonna be called Shofu Donut Guy until he fucking comes forward. If he is subscribed, I'll probably just end up changing that. Otherwise, he knows exactly who he is, and it was a hell of a match. So we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. He's gonna lead off with his Glider. I believe I'm gonna go ahead and lead off with another pink purple-ish bat. By the name of Crobat. Mine is actually choice banded, and I'm just gonna take the Fizzy Stardust approach to this and just Brave Bird the hell out of everything, and you're gonna see that it's actually gonna do a decent amount of work. So go for the Brave Bird. Is actually gonna end up doing well over, well, not well over, but like I don't know. I feel like that is definitely half, and I would not risk staying in again, especially since when he gets up back to lefty. When he gets lefties, he doesn't get back up to the green range, so he's going to go ahead and switch out, probably knowing that, and decides to go into his Glider. This is a solid 3-hit KO on Glider with the choice banded Brave Bird. So gonna keep going for it, and I believe he decides to set up a Stealth Rock here. Actually, I'm not so sure about whether or not it really is solid. It was kind of shaky. I was thinking about it for a while on this one, I remember. I think we're almost kind of the same color, dude, but I was like, you know what? What the hell? I might just go for it. I don't think he can touch me. He can taunt. He can probably Toxic. He can Earthquake. No. He can probably Toxic, he can Earthquake, and he can Roost. I'll just take the opportunity to switch out of there wherever. And then here he makes a big misplay, ends up losing a huge threat on his team because he forgot that Crobat does not have Crobat cannot flinch because of its inner focus. So because of that, he does a little bit of damage, but I end up taking it out. And just with that, I've severely damaged Mandibuzz, I've taken out Glider, and I've taken out Main Shout just by Brave Birding with my lead, and it fucking worked out great. So, unfortunately, the battle's not over yet, and that was only like the first 20% of the game, and he's already down 5-4, I think, but try to go for the Toxic. Some variants of Sableye carry Taunt, others don't. I figured I'd try to go for the Toxic, see what happens. And he's just going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. I believe I tried to go for a Scald here because I'd much rather just try to get some kind of damage and maybe some residual damage with a burn as opposed to switching out and trying to get something else. I do get a burn on it, probably not the best condition to have on it, but as long as he has Taunt, I don't think I'm going to be able to Toxic unless I have something a little bit unorthodox on my team that would probably Toxic, like having like a freaking Main Shout with Toxic or something like that. Not really a lot of people would expect that, I guess. But I'm gonna go ahead and switch out here because Blastoise no longer has any business being in here. I do have Volt Switch on this guy, which is probably gonna end up giving me the a good footing because I'm going to be able to Volt Switch, get rid of the sub, and go into something else that I find fitting. But he's going to go into his Azumarill. I believe that was a double switch. He was probably expecting another Scald or something of the sort. Why you would switch an Azumarill on a Scald is kind of beyond me. I mean, the 30% chance of the burn would fucking ruin it. But he does make a good play, I guess, and he sends in his Mandibuzz just to die. Now, you're probably wondering what the HP number is with this on this thing. I had a Calm Mind Raikou in my box, and I just decided to make it specs, but I left everything the same. I forgot about the HP investment, and it doesn't have full and special attack, but I have fixed it since then, so you don't really have to worry about that. But I decided to send in Sableye. I don't send in Sableye, I send in Ambipom, and that kind of baits out his Sableye, which is kind of stupid. But gonna go ahead and go out into my Victini, just, you know, suspecting the Will-O-Wisp, that kind of thing. And he ends up going for, he has Taunt, he has probably Recover. I don't think we've actually seen, okay, well, there's Recover. Taunt, Recover, Nightshade, and Will-O-Wisp. No sub, which is something I probably could have figured out by then, but whatever, kind of works out. So I'm gonna go for the Fire Blast because I can't go for my Psychic as much as I would like to hit it with the Psychic and have it be a 100% accurate move that does a really good chunk as well. I have to risk the Fire Blast just because of his Dark typing. So does a decent amount of damage, and I believe I end up going for a Shadow Ball. I think I have Shadow Ball on this thing just for Chandelure, because I don't like powering it up and I can just hit it that way. And people are just like, why don't you just hit it with the Psychic? And I'm just like, I'm going to try to get some damage off that way too, just get a super effective hit. Whatever. Potato. I really don't know why I had Shadow Ball. I was just so scared of Chandelure with this team at the time, and I just decided to put it on. It's probably a stupid move in hindsight. I don't really use this team anymore, so no harm, no foul. But it does take out the Sableye. He's going to take me out with the Bug Buzz. I'm just going to leave it in because I don't know what he's going to go for. If he wants to go for a U-turn to take me out, that's fine. If he wants to go for a Bug Buzz, that's fine. I can bring in my Ambipom, do a serious chunk with Fake Out, and I'm able to get out of there, decide to go into something else. Now, here is where I make a very huge, almost fatal mistake in this game that almost cost me the game here, but I am suspecting the Focus Blast, so I go out to this guy, and it didn't even cross my mind that these things got hidden, well, of course it gets hidden power, but I didn't really know what hidden power they ran and whether or not it was actually going to end up running with, but it turns out it has Ice, ends up taking me out, and on top of that, it doesn't even end up dying, so I gotta go into my Ambipom, waste my Fake Out, and then just kind of get out of there after that. But that's all I can really do, and now I am out a huge defensive wall, which kind of sucks, especially in the face of Azumarill still being left. I don't really have a lot left for it, and they're kind of at the point where it can take him out with an Aqua Jet if it does have one. I don't want to be threatened by the Aqua Jet, so I decide to go out into my Blastoise. I believe he makes the very, very good play and ends up going for a substitute. And all of a sudden, I'm freaking scared as hell, because Blastoise can't touch it at all. I don't think I have Roar on this one. I think I have Scald, Ice Beam, Toxic, and Rapid Spin, so this is not a phasing one, but I'm just going to try to just burn it. No, not burn it. Just try to break the sub, and he's going to play really smart around this Blastoise and try to maintain a sub the entire time. I'm not even going to be able to break it just because of the massive HP amount that it has, and he's just going to go for Focus Punch. It does do a considerable amount, and I believe I'm going to be in Torrent range, which is going to allow me to break the sub on this next one, but I don't know whether or not it's going to let me break a sub, like a completely fresh sub. I don't think it's going to do 100 damage, like not even close, especially because I don't have any offensive investment. But gonna go for Scald anyway. It does break it because of the previous Scald, and he's gonna go ahead and set up another sub, which is not very good news to me at all, because all I have left are Ambipom and Raikou, and then I think I might have one other thing left that I'm failing to remember that probably comes in a little bit before this, but just gonna go for another Scald. I think he finished things off, or I think he finishes me off with a Waterfall on this one, or maybe it doesn't. Okay, yeah, so there's that. And I don't remember what happens in like the next two turns, but I do remember that it does come down to a pivotal moment. I don't know if it's here or if it's on another one, but he's definitely got the game in the bag. Oh, it's right here. It's right here. Okay, so there wasn't another turn. He forgot that Fake Out has elevated priority over Aqua Jet, which is actually going to go ahead and leave him exposed, and it's going to be to the point where I'm going to be able to come in with Raikou and take it out. But if he had gone for another sub here and then gone for the Aqua Jet on the next turn, he would have won. So I don't know if he actually just forgot about the elevated priority of Fake Out over all other priorities, but it's what's going to end up saving me the game in the 11th hour, I guess, because this is going to come in, and Aqua Jet is not going to take me out from this range, and I'm just going to be able to go ahead and T-Bolt from that range for the win. So if he'd had subbed and then Aqua Jetted again to prevent the Fake Out, then I probably would have had the game right there. I don't remember if I had U-turn. Maybe a U-turn would have broken the sub, and I could have just kept Volt turning. I'm not 100% on that. That probably would have fell through as well. But that was a close game. I honestly thought I was going to lose that one, but I guess an error in judgment on the last couple turns. That should have been his game. So there's that game. I'm pretty sure that this is the last one from Revelations. This is just a fun match, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you're welcome to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe, and do your thing. And got some battles coming up later this week. I think I'm running low on materia I'm actually satisfied with. I have plenty of battles, but they're not stellar ones. So there's that, and I guess I'll probably end up streaming this week if my internet will allow it, and we'll just kind of go from there. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.